Hello everybody and welcome to Wednesday. It is time to do some of the ESP cards. Today we have 2 cards. I'll do 2 cards. And what we got here are these cards. There are symbols on these cards. You have the star, you have the square, you have the wavy line, you have the plus sign, and you have the circle. And the object is to try to guess what is the symbol on the card. You won't be able to see the symbol, hopefully, unless you got the X-ray vision, but what you're trying to do is just to think. You know, try to picture on the card, try to see through the card, try to feel what the symbol is. Try to see it in your mind. Do you see a circle? Are you seeing a star? Are you seeing wavy lines? Do you see the plus sign? Or, you know, what's the other one? Star, circle, square, square. But, you know, if you see it in your mind, well then try to remember that symbol, because at the end of the video, you will see the results. There's no right, there's no wrong. People ask how to improve their intuition, how to improve their psychic abilities. Well, this is just one way, and it's used widely around the world. So here is card number 1 for your Wednesday. What symbol is it? Is it the star? Is it the square? Is it the wavy line? Is it the plus sign? Is it the circle? Okay? Can you see? Can you see? Alright, give you a few extra seconds there. And if you saw the bottom of the deck, well, you know it's not that simple. But you don't want to cheat, alright? You know, it's not a cheating game, you know? Alright, so there you go. Now I know what it is. You gotta write it down. Alright. Here we go. Did you get it? We'll find out. Okay, let me shuffle again. Alright, here's your next card. Is it the star? Is it the square? Is it the wavy line? Is it the plus sign? Is it the circle? Remember, like last week, that the symbol could come up twice. I'm not saying that it's happening this time, but the symbol goes back into the deck after, you know, whatever. And I'll shuffle it again, and it doesn't mean that it can't come up again. So don't be afraid to say circle, circle, star, star, wavy line, plus, plus. If that's what you feel, then do it. If it feels good, do it. Alrighty. Got it. You got it? Let's write this down. Alright. That's the broom. That's the economy model. It's cheap on gas. I got the big one too. I got the caddies over there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's our 2 cards for the moment. And you will see the results right up here towards the end of the video. Let's get on with our hump day. Good magical hump day morning, and welcome. You made it to the middle of the week. You strived, you struggled, you got all the way to the middle, to the top, the eclipse of the week, and now it's downhill. It's all good stuff, alright? So anyway, welcome. I'm Charles. You probably know that. I am Charles, your host. I am your host with the ghost. And she's right back there. Do you see her? Alrighty. Yes. That doll has an entity attached to it. Alright? Spirits can attach themselves to certain objects if they choose to do it. And in this case, she has chose to do it. The lady who made the doll. It has passed many years ago, but the doll has survived since then, and I wound up getting the doll. So anyway, yes, there's an entity attached to the doll. There's the green guy. Green guy's still around. And we are here for the Wednesday morning rush. Or is it the 12th? The 12th. And it is hump day, so grab your coffee, grab whatever it is that you grab in the morning, and come back or just stay right here and join me for a few minutes. I'm just taking a few minutes of your day to do a little, like we say, a rush reading to take a peek at the day to see how things are going to go. Let's see if it's going to be a good day, a not too good day, but you have joined me, so you have the clarity to be able to have a little bit more authority or power over your day than others who have not seen our video. And I'll tell you again, readings are for your entertainment purposes only. That's the disclaimer, that's the legalese, okay? Then again, you know, listen, I got customers, you know, around the world. Some of these customers I've had for, you know, 40 years or so, and trust me, it is far from entertainment, alright? That's just the legalese, okay? You know, they put that there because, you know, a lot of times things can't be proven at that second. You know, make that pen levitate right now. Make it work. You know, make that thing work right now. We got the cameras on. We want to see that work. Well, it didn't work at that moment, so it's not real, right? But people who join me have an open mind. You know, you have an open mind to things that you just can't see with your own eyeballs. And yes, there are lots of energies out there that people cannot describe. And remember, hey, you know, did anybody think there would be electric in every house? You know, well, you know, except for, you know, there's you know, exceptions to everything. But electricity in a home, you know, who thought you'd be able to harness electricity, you know, 200 years ago? 100 years ago, did anybody think that we'd be walking on the moon? Hey, well, then again, you know, a few hundred years ago, people thought that the Earth was the center of the universe. You know, who would have thought that the sun was the center of the universe? That's impossible. That's crazy. You know, that's not a horizon out there. That's the end of the planet. You know, you go out there in your super boat, you know, with those sails, and you go way out there, and you're gonna fall off the end of the earth. Let's get on with the morning reading. For your entertainment purposes only, of course. Yeah, I know. I can get going. Oh, getting emails, people wondering, yeah, my bank account, you know, somebody got hold of my debit card number. I never used it or anything, but, you know, they got hold of the number, and they were taking out money, so I don't have rent, but I think the bank is working with me on that, you know. Just happened to check it, you know. I went to, you know, get a loaf of bread at the market, and the cat food, and they said, well, this card's no good. And then I went and checked it, you know. But yeah, that's what's happening. And it wound up that they were taking it out in the state of South Carolina. No, I don't blame the state. I blame the lowlifes who did it. You don't want to piss off a witch because you got some stuff coming your way. Oh no, I just wish you blessings and all the fun stuff. You know, all happiness in life. But sometimes you have to face some challenges to see that you don't want to do certain things again. Learn from your mistakes, right? That makes us stronger. Anyway, ladies and gents, for you all who are going out to work, earning your pay, or going to school to make yourself better, or taking care of things at home, that's what we are here for. I've got the spread laid out here, And what we have here is that today, Wednesday, you might want to learn how to juggle your time just a little bit. Alright? Today looks like a day like that. Gosh, man, balance your books, because this deals with finances too. Balance your books, juggle your numbers. Man, imagine that. We just talked about my little misfortune, and yeah, don't feel too bad about my misfortune. It sucks, that people are terrible like that, and if that's the worst thing that happens, whatever. But it's funny that we got a juggle your finances today. It looks like it's a positive thing for you to do, and this is headed especially towards ladies, females. Okay. And I got, guys, if you're at home, this includes you, alright? If you are out, if you were there taking care of the household, I guess you should check, make sure you got all your finances in order and everything's the way it should be. Okay? Ladies, it looks like somebody might be having a little bit of conversations about your well-being and doings. I don't know, doings, whatever you are doing, right? It looks like some people might be chitter-chattering about that, and you just don't know that this is going on, but you are that much smarter now because I've seen it and I've told it to you, alright? So just remember that somebody might be talking behind your back. I don't think this is a negative type of thing, but the negative part of it is, why can't they just come and talk to you? If they're curious, talk to you, alright? They're not, like I said, they're not backstabbing or anything like that. They're just talking about you in conversation, about whatever. I see many of you, I see what a lot of you are involved in, but it doesn't matter, alright? If somebody wants to know something about you, they should come to you, alright? Yeah, alright, let's leave it at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is across the board. We got another financial situation here. This is showing that today, Wednesday, that you will have an opportunity to possibly make some more money. It's not in your chosen career field, alright? This one actress was asking me, last night, should she do this, stage performance? She usually does TV and movies, well, mostly TV, but yes, we saw that maybe she should branch out and do a stage production, and this is the same for you. If you have been thinking about, well, if you're a baker and then somebody wants you to make a desk, a carpentry type of work, you might want to think about that, okay? Because it looks like that's a way for you to bring in money. We all have skills and talents that we don't use every day. Okay? You might work in retail and you have a beautiful voice. You're a singer. You could be a singer. You might be a car mechanic, but you're a great florist at the same time. So, yeah, don't be nervous about, stepping outside of your box, as they say, right? So, ladies and gentlemen, please thumbs up the video, and remember to subscribe. Click that little box down there that says MysticCharles, subscribe on it, or you can click right up here that says click here to subscribe. And how'd you do on those ESP cards? Let me know in the comments. Let me know whatever you like down there in the comments, okay? Remember to favorite me and share the video where you can. Share it on your social networks. Just click that little box down there underneath, the video box here. It says to share. Click that and you see all, you see Facebook, you see Twitter, you see other places, and that's your little energy exchange. Okay? Alrighty. Well, reading is done. Thank you.